And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Swerving in my love, head on the swivel, you know serving me's a no-no. Clean as a whistle, I pull out in my Rolls Royce. Yellow bone passenger, they see it, they say, oh boy. Tell Cali, back it up, my call me loco. Therefore, don't make me laugh. Ask you what you laughing at, represent that mud life. Dirty money, but you better get your mud right. We come together, holding hands and holler hood life. We all black, it's like life. You riding or what? Cause we riding tonight. Now you riding with me cause you wasn't.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get it up. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Portland Trail Blazers as they go up against the Houston Rockets. And for Houston, the game tonight marks their second of 4 meetings they will play this season, and they come into this one feeling pretty good after winning the last time they met. And guys, we'll get to see Freak play in this one. He was one of the bigger names in college, jumped to the NBA after 1 year. Shaq, you left early as well. How hard of a decision was it to leave school?
Well, it's never an easy decision. Each person has different reasons why they want to leave, financial responsibilities, just getting tired. In my case, the Hack of Shaq was created. I was getting beat up too much, and I heard my main man, Dick Vitale, say if Shaq leaves, he'll be the #1 pick. So I didn't want to go back, get hurt, and possibly drop.
Yeah, because you could have been.
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. First game of this trip here for the Blazers. They're hoping to start. We've got 1:55 left here in the opening quarter. Harden kicks to Freak. And it's good. Walk through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
They double him with Freak. Fires the three. The shot by Roberts, no good. Rockets leading by 13. There's Freak. Puts up the baby hook, and Davis sends it back. And they're able to recover. And he trains the three. Good-looking shot there from Freak. Freak's got his second bucket tonight.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Davis with a screen on Beverly. 5 on the clock. And Davis can't get it to go.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Freak passes to Harden. Kicks it to Beverly. .32 seconds left in the first quarter. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Harden outside. And the pass to Freak. And Davis pulls it down.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Rockets lead by 14. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but
basketball, this is my passion, you know.
It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very on the floor. Trailblazers trail by 14. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Harden out there with Booker. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Capella in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that were tops in field goal percentage last season. 5th best, the Trailblazers.
Boy, I thought, Kevin, they had great productivity from their shooters last year. The guys they were counting on to knock down a high percentage of their shots, they did that. And they hope to see those same kinds of numbers this year.
And that one falls for Alexander.
Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Man, I like their approach to the game right now. There's tremendous aggression on both ends, putting the onus on the officials.
And he gets it to go. And it's 8 points for Freak. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Now the dish to Galloway. Can't hit. And Houston the other way now. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
And listen, you have to take advantage of the freebies. And on that night, they did not. And that is why they just could not recover.
Exactly. I mean, they left too much cheese at the foul line. And in the end, it mattered on the scoreboard and cost them.
Here's Roberts. And the shot no good, a bit short. Houston leading by 16. Throws it up high. And Harden hit the stuff.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
Here's Roberts, defended by Beverly. Roberts dishes to Davis. Alexander. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
And Beverly kicks to Freak. From 12 feet out. And it's Houston with another.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
And all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to the Pelicans.
Just not a disciplined performance defensively in that game, guys. A lot of silly fouls hurt them throughout.
I think lack of discipline is the right phrase, Greg. I mean, a lot of silly fouls, and they did that even when they were in foul trouble.
That drops. Freak's got 12.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Shot clock at 6. Here's Roberts. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And through the first half, up.
All right.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2. Mario Chalmers. And so here's Portland. It's a 13-point game. They've got the Wizards ahead of them for the next game. It's in Washington. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. On the floor for Portland. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Powell is out there with Plumlee. And it's Aminu in at the 3, the small forward. Harden with it. Now defended by McCollum. Harden can't hit. Trailblazers trail by 13. McCollum passes to Lillard. Here's Aminu, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Freak, and it's sent back by Plumlee. They recover it. Portland's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Lillard attacking. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. 11 points for C.J. McCollum.
He could have forced a tough inside shot, but made a terrific kick out to find the open jumper instead.
Here's Freak. Hits it from 3-point range.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
No question, he got bumped.
Comes in for Houston, Michael Beasley. He's checked in for Booker. Harden comes in for Ejuan Moore. And Freak subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Powell, he's checked in for Portland. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Then there's Beasley. Then it's Freak. And it's Capella in at the 5. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Here's Freak. Kept alive by Houston, but they'll get another chance. Harden dishes to Ariza. Pass to Freak. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. Portland's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Aminu. He nails it. And we're tied up.
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
Ariza outside. Picked him clean. It's stolen by Ariza. Here's Capella. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation. That is delivering in the clutch. Just one more stop is all they need.
I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. He wants them to pick it up and really go for it right now, saying, no time like the present, gentlemen. Embrace it. Embrace the spotlight, and let's make it happen. Kevin, let's see what they can do.
Lillard. Yes! A huge shot to tie it up.
Somebody's really lit the fuse for Damian Lillard.
Here is Harden. He kicks to Freak. From deep three-point range. No good from three-point territory. Three-pointer, Lillard. Oh, it's no good. And we're headed to overtime. Well, if you're just joining, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. With a big group substitution here. Booker, he's checked in for Beasley. Decker comes in for Trevor Ariza. Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for James Harden. And Freak subbed in for Mario Chalmers. Here is Lillard. And so it's Portland winning this one. Clark, a double overtime game can really take its toll on the players. And after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
Yeah, exactly. But I tell you what, they showed me the heart of a champion here in this one.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's move on to our Jordan Player of the Game. He absolutely dominated the overtime period. He personally took responsibility for doing every single thing he needed to do to guarantee that win.
His play tonight, Ernie, was finally a bright spot for them because, you know, they had a very rough stretch of games. It's been a while since their last win.
And, folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
When the team is struggling like you guys have been, how do you avoid negative thoughts getting in your head?
You just got to be professional. Live in the moment. A wise man once said, doubt can only be removed by action. so I got to get to work. We all do. It's as simple as that.
Are you getting the ball as much as you'd like out there?
That kind of thing doesn't matter to me. As long as we're winning games, I don't care how much I have the ball in my hands. I really don't. The team comes first. You know that.
I saw your longtime girlfriend, Yvette Mendenhall, was in attendance at the game today. So when are you going to get her a ring?
Whoa. All right, I didn't know we were going to get all personal up in here tonight. If there's anything I learned after my first season in the NBA, is that it's best to keep my personal life private. So that's what I'm going to do. Me and Yvette are happy, just like we've always been. She means the world to me, and that's all I'm going to say. All right, I'm out.
Jump from SoCal, Hollywood to the sun. Get burnt by the California sun on the west side. East Coast, where you at? Scott to New York, like a net on a jet to London. To Brazil, to Quebec, like the whole world took effect to first. Tell them, baby, slow down. Better represent when we come to your town. So baby.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, I mean thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. And coming right up, we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the Houston Rockets. Looking at Houston, relative to last season, their record at this point, not quite up to par. They're looking for answers, looking for improvement as the season continues. We'll be watching Dwight Howard patrolling the paint tonight. He's no longer the unquestioned best center in the NBA, but there are times, Shaq, where he can still be a dominant force.
Yeah, you know, he still has that physical advantage, Ernie, against 99% of the guys in the post. That's what I've been saying for a long time. And he does this every now and then, but that's what I've been saying for a long time. 28 and 10, I think he could do it. And every
on the road looking for a win against a Western Conference rival. The Houston Rockets are getting ready for this thing to get started. The NBA on 2K Sports. The Nuggets trail by 7. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Earlier I spoke with Mike Malone. They are going up against arguably the toughest center the NBA has to offer in Dwight Howard. One problem that Howard poses is his ability to send shots away on the defensive end. He told his players to be fearless and not think twice about taking a shot, saying, a lot of the D Howard plays is mental. He just has shooters second-guessing. He might have them third-guessing, guys.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Denver. Curry comes in for Moutier, and a change for the Rockets. Booker's checked in. For Denver, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. And Curry, here we go. Booker pulls it in.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Houston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Chandler, wide open. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Rockets have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Free throw good, James Harden. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Boy, I love that attack mentality. Get in there and force the officials to make a call.
Here's Chandler, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Houston leading by 11. And Chandler sends it back. Here's Barton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Chandler kicks to Barton. Looking to end the run. That doesn't go either for Chandler.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. And the shot is good.
Keep it up.
Freak's got 5 points so far. And Freak's agent in attendance at the game today, Dom Pagnotti, the famous Dom Pagnotti. You might hear stories positive and negative about him, but he has a lot of big-name clients, that's for sure, Clark.
Yep, and Freak is one name in a long list for Pagnotti. Some question his motives and how he gets deals done, but that's not for you and I to debate.
No.
You certainly can't argue with his results.
Well, you know him well. You call him DP. I just call him Dom. The fadeaway.
Now on the court, your very own Nuggets dancer. Let them hear it.
And we welcome you back to the NBA. Tune swap here on the floor. Houston making some changes. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off the loss to Portland.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, I suppose that's right, but it still was heartbreaking. I mean, you hate to lose in OT, no matter how hard you played. You want to come out on top if you're going to play those extra minutes.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Freak in at shooting guard. Harden out there with Trevor Booker. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And both free throws good for Curry. Rockets leading by 13. Pass to Harden. Lets it go from the wing. And the rebound by Nurkic.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
They grabbed their own miss. So against the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. For Denver, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
Harden the pass to Freak. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. 29 seconds left in the first half of the game. Screen by Nurkic. Barton dishes to Nurkic. Chandler against Harden. Chandler kicks to Nurkic, and he overshot that one, missing.
He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look he wanted.
Here's Beverly. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one.
Not phased at all by having a bigger defender on him down low.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. Teams changing it up here. Curry is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Wilson Chandler. And it's Laverne in at the 4 slot. That's the group on the 4 for Denver.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Here's the screen. Chandler against Moore. Chandler, the pass to Nurkic. Having an efficient three-point attack, very tough to defend. Let's see some of the best. The Rockets, number 1.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
No good on that one. Moutier, he's checked in for Denver. And he sinks the second. Houston leading by 11. Beverly dishes to Freak. Tries a 3. Laverne grabs the miss. Denver's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. To the middle. And Capella sends it back. Beverly with the ball. They set the pick. 1:31 left in the third quarter, and that one's good. Freak. And you hear so often about work ethic of players, but Freak has put his money where his mouth is. He built a private gym at his house so he can put time in on the court, Clark, whenever he wants to.
Yeah, that's a good step, and Freak is well known to be a workout. Well, freak is probably the best way to say it, so that shouldn't come as any surprise.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Rockets.
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shot.
Well, it's been a super performance from beyond the arc, too. I mean, they've been raining in those threes. I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Move the ball.
Kick out to Moore.
Sticking too much.
And it's Houston with another.
Assist from Patrick.
The Nuggets trail by 14. And here's Moutier. He's got 6. Poked away. Stolen by Beverly. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression.
Your Nuggets dancers.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. Back in for the Nuggets. Barton comes in for Moutier. Houston also making some changes. Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Howard. Ejuan Moore comes in for Trevor Ariza. And Freak subbed in for James Harden. Taking a look at the Rockets. Freak in at point guard. Trevor Booker is out there with Beasley. Then there's Chalmers. And it's Moore in at the small forward position. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Barton. Softly drops in the floater. Barton's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
Fareed, Booker pulls it in. Booker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Houston.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And asserting themselves right from the start, guys. They'll be taking the front end of a 4-game season series between these two clubs. They've got to feel good getting the upper hand tonight against the Nuggets.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Howard. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Puts it up, and it comes off the front of the rim.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one.
More right side. For the 3. The shot is off. Here's Barton. So we see the Rockets taking the win here.
Dwight, coming off the loss in last game, what was the difference tonight in how this team played?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Dwight Howard. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer and was able to find all the shots he wanted.
Well, when Dwight uses his physical presence and athleticism to the max, he's nearly impossible to stop. He's got the body of a center, but the hops of a swing man. Just got to put it all together now.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan,
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. And the pregame warm-ups are wrapping up out in Houston, where it'll be the Rockets going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. For Minnesota, they come in off the loss to the Celtics. That game was high scoring. Tonight, they'll need to be better defensively. Almost ready for tip-off, but first a moment to talk about something that often gets overlooked, defense. Kenny, who are the most impressive defenders in the NBA right now?
Well, defense doesn't get overlooked by championship teams, and I'm going to name some guys who've either played on championship team or contenders. Kawhi Leonard, defender on the wing. Andre Iguodala. MVP of the NBA Finals, but defense was one of the reasons. And Paul George coming back from injury. This guy was a premium defender before the injury.
Well, since you talk about the little guy,
Fisk settling over Houston, Texas. Boy, what a great shot of the city right there. We've got NBA basketball in store for you here in Houston, Texas, the home of the Rockets, live on 2K Sports. Great to have you with us, everybody. Group substitution here. Bella's checked in. Booker comes in for Michael Beasley. Freaks checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Mario Chalmers. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Zhang comes in for Darrell Arthur. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Wiggins. And it's Cannon in for Ricky Rubio. On the court for Minnesota, Zhang is out there with Pekovic. Then there's Muhammad. Then there's Isaiah Cannon, and it's Levine at the 2.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
From deep, Rockets with the rebound, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from 3.
Shooting can always be a great equalizer. I mean, when you shoot like that from outside, it really makes winning on the road a lot easier.
Zhang dishes to Muhammad. Clock at 6. Levine can't get it to go. And Houston the other way now.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter. And that's an understatement.
And he gets it to go.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
And the shot is good.
Scoring-wise, a really sluggish start for him, guys. I mean, just 2 for 7 overall.
Out to the wing. Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. There's the pass to Harden. Down low, Capella. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. Houston shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
Ejuan Moore is checked in for the Rockets. Minnesota also with the sub. Lee's checked in.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
For Minnesota, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Capella, the pass to Moore. From 12 feet out. Not enough on that one as it misses. Here's Cannon. Here's Muhammad. And again, it's Minnesota.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
And as we conclude the first.
All right, Houston, coming out of the corner, your own Rockets.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see you. Just in a whole new 5 on the floor. Some changes for Minnesota. Freak in a 2-guard. Harden out there with Booker. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Harden kicks to Freak. Goes back up. Capella with the bucket.
They've owned the offensive glass here in the second.
And making a point of getting in there and vying for missed shots.
The feed now to Cannon. And Muhammad kicks to Pekovic, and he gets the bucket. Pekovic has got his 2nd basket of the game.
Well, they really started to come on here in the second.
Clark, it's about how much more focused they look offensively here. They're trying to make up some ground.
In the corner, Harden. Muhammad grabs the board.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him. And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Houston shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
What a performance from Harden here. 13 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates also.
And Clark, some of those assists that he's got today have been just electric.
And a wide open look for Freak. Releases from the wing and drills it.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
.114 left in the first half of the game. And Zhang kicks to Levine. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Levine's got 6 points.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
And Muhammad kicks to Zhang. Here's Levine, defended by Beverly. Stolen by Beverly. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Beverly. 15 points for James Harden.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden.
Levine dishes to Zhang. Just 5 on the clock. The offensive rebound, and Capella sends it back. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Rockets ahead, up 7.
Well, Ricky, what...
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Group substitution now for Minnesota. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Lee comes in for Jarrell Arthur. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Levine. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Ricky Rubio. On the court for Minnesota, they've got David Lee. Ahmed is out there with Isaiah Cannon. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Pekovic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And it's Wiggins missing.
There are going to be times, I think, when it's okay to take a shot like that, but not on that possession.
Well, when would the times be, partner? Well, I'll get back to you later. The only excuse for a shot like that is if you're trying to beat the buzzer. That's the only time you can justify it.
And Muhammad gets it to go. Muhammad's got 5 now. We've got 1:48 left in the third. To the wing right side. And that one's good. Freak. And the Rockets lead by 1.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Here's Cannon. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Inside, out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. And let's go down to a list of players you can't leave open under any circumstances. This season's most accurate small forwards from the field. Number 1, Shabazz Muhammad.
Obviously, looking at those numbers, he hasn't just been settling for outside shots. He works very hard to get a lot of high-quality looks in close.
And that inside-outside game, I like to call it reversible clothing. It makes him the most accurate shooter among NBA small forwards.
Capella makes it off the glass. Capella's got 4 points in the quarter.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
And he banks in the layup. Pekovic has got the lead back up to 1 now for Minnesota. Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
And again, it will drop another make there from Freak. Freak's got 8 points.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
They set the screen. Wiggins passes to Muhammad. Muhammad sets a pick for Lee. Dishes it to Cannon. Screen by Lee. Shot off the pick. The Rockets pull it in. Capella's got his third rebound on the night. And at the close of the third quarter. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was.
Ricky, what was working?
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thanks, Kevin, and let's take a look now as we give the nod to our Jordan player of the game. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded.
He was up to every single challenge he faced tonight. He was in such control of the ball game. His showcase of his skill set was awesome.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was...
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire
Check it out. Never knew a friend till I met a foe. Till I met. Never knew pain till I met the game. Never had a real team that could win the rain. Never knew what a friend could do. Never knew I'd be bruised all black and blue. With my back to the wall. Scrap with my dogs. Rap with my dogs. Cat with my dogs. Fly with me in Atlanta. Oakland, Los Angeles. Real homies never turn to run. Even if a young sucker wanna pull him. Even if a young sucker wanna meet the sun. We gon' rep to the death where the roots is from. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Life feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Life feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 Real homies stand and struggle. I know you came to hustle, grit your teeth and clench your knuckles. We didn't come to fight, we came to get you. Won't live with till we die, that's how homies ride. No need for consternation, gather the congregation. I'm rocking for my nation.
힘들던 그때보다 조금은 잃었어. 우리는 바보처럼 몸으로 부딪히면서 배웠어. 넘어질 때마다 일었어. 다시 고쳐졌지. 이력서 눈부신 성공의 신바람. 잠시나마 불어봤던 휘파람. 한 곡도 채끝나기 전에 그림자처럼 날아온 비바람. 시기 질투 기대 압박을 못 이긴 몇 번의 실축. 저만 나탐 속에 던졌던 말로 홈런을 맞는 실투. 다 끝. 난가가 탔지만 우리 앞길을 막지마 라고 외치며 마음을 다잡곤 했었지. 진짜 한치 앞도 안 보이는 가시밭길에서도 저도 천없이 잘 봐라 느리로 의지하면서 둘이 딱 붙어갔지. 비극 지금 기가 아프지만 지나고 보면 웃음 나오는 희극. 그래서 우리 지금을 참고 살아. 난 미쳤다 생각하면서 keep dreaming. 희망이란 끈 잡고 살아.
이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈. 높고 힘든